all the old records. 100 hoes, one shovel, and some old treasure. Old Zeke used Steve as a gold tester. Figaro's finger waves, closet full of old.
Tessa, it's lovely to see you. Thanks a million for chatting to us today.
Thanks so much.
Congratulations on Creed. I saw the film earlier this week and I absolutely loved it. So fair play, it's a job well done.
Thank you.
You must be delighted with the reaction it's getting so far from critics and audiences all over the world.
I am, yeah. I mean, it's never why you make movies, but it's certainly nice when it happens, especially when it happens with a film that you're so proud of. You know, you make this thing and you send it off into the world and you hope it's not misunderstood and that people treat it nicely. So it's very nice that people have in this case.
Yeah, I think everyone's treating it really nicely so far. So fingers crossed it stays that way.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a wee bit about your character, Bianca, and where she fits into the story of Creed?
Yeah, I guess sort of in the original Rocky movies, she kind of fits the bill of the Adrian, I guess, Adrian 2016. I think at first kind of reluctantly falls in love with Adonis, but when she does, she's someone that really just cares about him so much and challenges him and, you know, all the things that you do when you're in love.
And one of the most interesting things about your character is her own health issues as well, and she's gradually losing her hearing, and she is a musician. Now I know you learned some sign language and you learned bullshit for the film, and she only learned curse words as well. I was wondering, did you pick up any other ones, or is bullshit your go-to sign language at the minute?
It is Bianca's go-to. I got really lucky in the sense that Ryan Coogler's fiance Zinzi is a sign language interpreter, so she was there every day to help me. And I actually pitched that idea to Ryan that she was bad at learning, because it's the way in most languages you kind of learn the curse words or the bad words first, and those are the ones that you're inclined to remember.
They're the most important ones to
learn
first,
so I kind of thought it would be funny if it was the same thing with sign language.
You mentioned Ryan there, and I'm sure it was wonderful working with himself and Michael, but how daunting was it, you know, sort of sharing the scene with a Hollywood legend like Sylvester Stallone? You know,
it didn't end up being daunting at all, because he was so kind and he would say things which floored me. He'd be like, I'm the past, you guys are the future. He was just always anxious to learn from us, and he was so hardworking. I kind of assumed that he would come in and could do it in his sleep, but instead he has a script and tons of notes, and he's constantly asking Ryan questions about what choices, you know, were more interesting. And so in that way it just felt like you were down and dirty just working with someone who was your equal, which is crazy.
And were you tempted to do an impression of him at any point?
Yeah, it's hard sometimes. I mean, because I think I have the actor thing where, like, right now it's really hard to talk to you and not try to do your accent.
Pick up the Irish accent as well.
Pick up the Irish, yeah. I mean,
that's
so bad.
No, that's coming along.
It needs work.
And just a couple of quick questions to finish off. What film have you watched more than any other, do you think?
A film called Harold and Maude.
I love that film. That's dark. That's a great film.
Yeah, I guess all my favorite films are kind of dark.
And this is probably dark as well. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever Googled?
The most embarrassing thing I've ever Googled?
Yeah.
Actually, if I had my phone, I'd show you. It's a screensaver. I guess it's not embarrassing. I wanted to know what baby octopi look like.
I think that's fair enough.
But they look like they're in these weird sacks. They look like they're in condoms.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's the embarrassing part.
That's the part that's weird.
One last question. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
One horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
That's the one.
100 duck-sized horses. I'm freaked by ducks. I got chased by 3 ducks when I was 6. And it was one of the most frightening things that's ever happened to me.
That's going to stick with you, that kind of thing.
They're mean!
Well, hopefully you can get over that anyway. But
swans are mean too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thanks a million, Tessa. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
You asked me questions I have legitimately never been asked.
Good.
So that's an accomplishment.
Wear gloves for the reason why I gave time. Scared dogs going crazy in the cage box. Looking at the world through the TV, a day room, rapping over beats. They made electric chairs for us 9 days. Last